Aye, Sofa King Drunk back again with yet another attempt of an aged beer review. The one I've got to review just now is one from America, one from my Cellared collection, and it's one I have experimented with. I know it says on the label it was good up to be aged for 5 years, but this has been aged double that. It's a 10-year, 2013, and now we're into 2023, and it's Goose Island Pepe Nero, 6.4 on the Richter scale for this bad boy. So let's get it sparked open and see what it's all about. I think 6.4, oh, wow, 6.4, you're basically off camera, it's just exploded everywhere. It's got sediment in the bottle, live yeast. So my creation is alive. I've just got a big puddle of beer here. I need to get it. Never edit my videos. This is proof that I don't edit my videos. This, it's all over the place. Live yeast, sediment, which is unusual for American beer, isn't it? So, it says 5 years, and I was going to show you the bottle crown, and it is a goose. So here we have the goose. It's all over the place, it's everywhere. My goodness. Anyway, get that when I'm finished the review. So there we have the goose. Pepe Nero. 5 years it said, up to 5 years in the bottle. Maybe they didn't know themselves. So here we have a big thick head on it. It's live. It's live beer. It came out. It was stored upright. When you've got something like it's bottled, when it's got sediment in a bottle, always store it upright. It was in a cupboard. Like so, we're in the winter in Scotland, so my kitchen window's always open, so it's always got a tinge about it, and it's also, it's not warm, it's pretty, what you would say, it's got a little tinge to it. On the nose, hard to get anything in that nose, that head. I'll be lying, I'm not picking much up on the nose. It's almost like stout-like in colour. So anyway, let's go in and it's all about the taste anyway. So anyway, Sofa King Drunk drinking Goose Island 2013 in 2023, aged 10 years. Experimental beer. 6.4 on the Richter scale. Let's see what it's all about. Sanjiva. Well, believe it or not, for aged 10-year-old beer, still gets carbonation. Soft carbonation. Almost like a chocolate biscuity mouthfeel to it. It's pretty thin. It's got a sort of a biscuity snap to it. It's like a chocolate biscuity snap it's got. I think that makes up for the thinness of the beer actually. Still drinkable. So anyone from Goose Island wants to know, they probably will know anyway because they've probably aged it themselves. If you're wanting to know, did it age longer than 5 years? Yes, it did. It did. 10 years. I think it's 10 years. It was about 3 or 4 years, I bought 2 bottles of that back in the day. And I put the eye furniture on because I used to mark my beer when I cellared it. And I bought it out at the Cave. Anyone in Glasgow knows the Cave. It was in Great Western Road at Kelvin Bridge. And I bought it out of there in March 2014. Right. But you can clearly see that was 2013. This one, it's a Belgian style farmhouse ale. It's a first for me, a farmhouse ale, a Belgian style farmhouse ale. Never tried them. Goose Island from Chicago, of course. Never tried it. 6.4 on the Richter scale. It says in the back of the bottle, develops in and up to 5 years, contains live yeast and sediment, may form. Oh, it did. There you go, the back of it. The beer is alive. The Goose Island creation is still alive. The Frankenstein still drinkable. What can I say? Like it was a few years ago. Maybe goes back as far as saying maybe 3.5 years ago. I bought 2 bottles of it, and I had a bottle of it. I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I bought the 2 bottles and I remember putting them away thinking to myself when I looked at the Richter, it was only 6.4, but it said 5 years. And then it got to that stage when I got to about the 5 years, I forgot about them because I had that many beers in my cellar. My wee cellar project, which I've stopped because I've got that many beers. The beers will still be there when I'm dead, to be honest with you, because I only seem to bring out a few every now and then. Can't get away with that biscuit snap. Sort of like, almost like there is carbonation, and it's like a chocolatey carbonation. The head is almost like, what would you say the head was like? I was going to say crystally. It's no, that's wrong. It's like drinking. It's not like drinking like a stout where you've got the head and the head may contain a little bit of I don't know, it may actually. I don't know, I'll put a suggestion of vanilla in that. I don't know. Am I glad I done it? Yeah, it's one of the success stories. I have pulled a few out and reviewed them off camera and they didn't work. I had a few heavy hitters in my cellar collection. I know the Belgians and the American Imperials, they'll always work, and the Belgians will always work, so you don't have to worry about them. But there was a few. There was like Imperial IPAs, which I'm not a massive fan of anyway. IPA, the style, but if it's put together well, I'll review it. And I live in hope that the grapefruit is contained. Well, moving away from Chicago here, aren't we? No, it is pretty soft. It's a softer glide, 6.4 on the Richter scale. You're not picking it up at all. So is it one I would drink again? Yeah, I would. Actually, Pepe Nero. You probably haven't seen that in a bottle shop for a long time. If you get a chance to buy it, buy 2. Don't do what I did. When I was doing my cellar collection, I took a sabbatical. It was nearly 3 years and I never had a drink. And actually, it said sediment at the bottom of the bottle, didn't it? Still got a little bit left. Let's see. You're not going to see any floaters in that, are you? Or are you? Ah, still pitch dark. As I said, always try and buy two, but there was some of them I did buy more than two because I was off the drink for it was nearly 3 years. I never had a drink, and I built up my cellar collection. That's how I did it. There's a lot of beer tubers out there that will put the odd bottle of beer away, but they get too tempted because the stocks are probably running down and it's review time. And do you know what? Beer, these kind of beers, I remember, I actually can't remember how much I paid for that, but it was actually quite reasonable. It was going back 9 years ago, although it's an age 10 beer. It was 9 years ago. It actually says March, doesn't it? And my little sticker at the back, what does it say? It does say March, so it's 9 years. 9 years ago, I bought that in the Cave, Great Western Road, and I bought two of them, and it would have been the case of the reason I picked it up because it said age up to 5 years, and I thought, right, okay, and then you know what, life passes you by, but you know what, it's been a fantastic drinking experience. So what would I give it? The age series. I can't get away that the carbonation's still there. Double age. It says age up to 5 years. It was a live beer. It was all over my worktop. So the beer's still alive. So that to me suggests I would live a lot longer than 5 years. We're on 10 years now. It could maybe go 15 years with that. For 6.4 beer. That's staggering. That's actually amazing. So, the Pepe Nero, what am I going to give it? Would I drink that again? Yeah, I would drink that again. I'd like to try a fresh one. If I ever go to Chicago, go to Goose Island Bar, and it's there, a Pepe Nero, I'll try a fresh one. I think it would be not too much different, to be honest with you. I think it's a bit of a gimmick. Sediment beer. So what would I give it? I'd give that a 3.9 out of 5. 3.9 out of 5 for the Goose Island Pepe Nero. Age 10 years, when it says on the label, age up to 5. So anyway, if you stuck along to the end of the video, so fucking drunk salute you and hopefully catch you in another Cellared beer review real soon. Slanjiva, ciao for now.